Welcome all. Today we will discuss 4-bit ALU with flag register. In previous video we have discussed simple ALU which was able to perform only logical operations. The link for the same video is given in the description box. Today we will discuss a ALU which will perform not only logical operations but arithmetic operations like addition and subtraction. Here we have two operands as input, A and B. The size of A and B are 4-bit. The result of that will be reflected with the help of result register, which is also a 4-bit register, and the status of the result will be reflected with the help of flag register. We are using 3 flags: sign flag, carry flag and zero flag. As we have to perform different operations, we require a selection, and that selection of the operation will be done by mode 1. So total 8 modes, total 8 operations we are going to perform. So size of mode 1 will be 3 bits, that is 2 down to 0. So let us quickly start with the assignment. Go to File, New Project, give one project name. Next, here we have to specify the device that we are using. So it is Spartan 3 device, XC3S400, package is PQ208. Language we can select between VHDL and Verilog. We will prefer VHDL. Next, finish. Here you can see the same device that we have selected. Right click, new source, select VHDL module and give the file name. This file name will be the entity name that you will be designing for the 4-bit ALU. So let us give the same name, ALU 4-bit. Next. So here you can see the module description. Entity name is ALU 4-bit, architecture name is behavioral. If you want to change, you are allowed to change the architecture name from this window. Now give the port name. So here we can list the different ports that we are going to define for the entity. We can define the direction of that port with the help of in, out and in out options, and then we can define the size as well. If the given port is vector, then we have to tick for this bus, otherwise we have to keep this box unticked. So let us quickly start. My first port is A. It is input but it is vector, so I have to tick over here, and the size is 3 down to 0, so it is 4-bit. Then B port, it is again a input, it is vector, 3 down to 0. Then mode is the another input, which is input bus, and the size is 2 down to 0. Then the result, it is out, size is 3 down to 0, and then the flag register, it is again a out, 3 down to 0. Click on next, finish. A window will open where you can see the library section and the entity section. In the entity section, you can see all the ports that you have defined, their direction and their size. In the architecture, you can see architecture behavioral of ALU 4-bit is begin. After begin, you can type your code. To save the timing, I have one more copy, so that I will open for you. So here we have written the same code. So in this code, we are writing with the help of case statement, so which is sequential statement. So I need to use a process statement. So process is sensitive to A, B and mode 1. So whenever A or B or mode 1 changes its status, I can enter inside the process. Now, as we have to do the arithmetic operations like addition, we know that 4-bit addition can generate a carry which will be my 5th bit. So to accommodate that carry, I require a register which is of size 5 bits. So here we have defined one variable temp std_logic vector 4 down to 0. So this is 5-bit register with name temp. And then we have cleared the flag with the statement flag assign with 00. Then we will start with different case statements. And the first case statement that you can see is case mode 1 is. So when mode 1 is 000, it implies that we want to perform the addition operation, and for that we have to add A plus B. But if you see, with this A I have appended 0. Why 0 is appended? Because when I will add A and B, it will generate a carry, and that will be my 5th bit, but size of A and B will be only 4 bit. So to accommodate that one, we have appended a 0 to it. So right hand side will be of 5 bits and temp is also 5 bits. So these 5 bits will be stored inside the temp. Now the 5th bit of temp will be just a carry generated due to the addition of A and B. Now we have to concentrate on the flag registers. As we have defined that we are using 3 flags: sign flag, carry flag and 0 flag. So in the flag register, bit 3 is sign flag, bit 2 is 0 flag and bit 1 will be the carry flag. So according to their status, we have to make them either as 0 or 1. So we have to set or reset the particular flag. So flag 3 is sign flag, which should be same as the MSB of the result. So my result is of 4 bit. So the MSB of the result means it is the 3rd bit because it is 3 down to 0. So temp 3rd bit will be my sign flag. Carry flag is nothing but the 5th bit generated due to the operation. So that 5th bit is nothing but temp 4. So that temp 4 I am giving to the flag 1, which is my carry flag. Now we have to concentrate on 0 flag. So 0 flag will set only when the result will be 0. So we are putting over here a if condition. So if temp 3 down to 0, that means my result is equal to 000, then only we are going to set the 0 flag. Else 0 flag will be resetted. And then temp 3 down to 0, that is basically 4 bits of the results will be given to the result flag. And then similarly we can go for the next operation. So my next operation is subtraction. So when mode is 001, we are performing subtraction. It will be same as the previous flow, only instead of addition we are giving over here a subtraction. So it is A minus B. 0 is appended to accommodate borrow of the operation. Then again the flag 3 will be my sign flag, flag 1 will be carry flag, and flag 2 will be my 0 flag. Then 0 1 0 is ANDing of A and B. 0 1 1 is a NAND between A and B. 1 0 0 is XOR. 0 1 0 is XNOR. 1 1 0 is OR between A and B. The last option is 1 1 1, which is called as ALU pass. So ALU pass means one of the input as it is passed to the output. So we have selected input A, which will be passed as it is without changing its status to the result. So in such operations, flag will remain unaffected. So here we have not changed status of any flag. And when others, it will be a null operation. End case, and after end case, we have cleared the temp variable as well. So this is how we have written the code. Once we have written the code successfully, the first step that we have to take is we have to check the syntax. So with Ctrl S, save the code written, and then go for the option check syntax. So this is the option. Double click on this. So it is green tick. It means there is no syntax error in the code. Now the next step, we have to do simulation of the code. So for that, select the option simulation, select the entity, and then double click on simulate behavioral model. A new window will open. Here you can see all the ports that you have defined. So it is A, B, mode 1, result, and flag. Initially they are not defined, they are undefined. So you can see all U symbols over here. It is undefined. Now we have to give new values to it, and then we will see the respective result and the flag status. So let us right click, force constant, give some value. I am giving it as 1111, apply, OK. For the B, I am giving value as force constant, I am giving value as 1001, apply, OK. Now mode, I want to perform addition, so mode I will select as 000, right click, force constant, give value as 000, apply, OK. Now we have to run this. So for that, select the option run for the specified time, and here you can see the result. The same result you can see in this column. So it is A is 1111, B is 1001, and we have selected mode 1 as 000. So 000 means we want to perform addition operation. So when we are adding these two bits, 11 will be 0, carry will be generated. So again 10 plus that carry, the result will be 0. Again 10 and the carry generated, that is 1. So result will be again 0. Again that carry will be generated. So it is 1 plus 1 is 0. But with that carry, this particular bit will be 1. And one more carry is generated. But obviously the result is 4 bit. So result is showing as 1000. then where that carry has reflected. So that is reflected in the carry flag. So if you can see this, carry flag is set. It indicates that the carry is generated due to the addition of A and B. If you concentrate on the sign flag is same as the MSB of the result. So this is 1, that is why sign flag is also 1. Now concentrate on the 0 flag. So 0 flag is 0. It is resetted. It indicates that result is non-zero. So this bit will remain 0. So this is how we have successfully generated a result, and also we have reflected the status of result with the help of sign flag, 0 flag and carry flag. Now let us perform one more operation. So let us perform the operation for the subtraction. So I'll keep A and B value same, only I will change the mode. So for subtraction, the operation was 0, 0, 1. Apply. OK. If you see, I haven't changed the value of A and B, only I have changed the mode. So see, for the same operands, we have performed subtraction. And now subtraction is 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Again 1 minus 0 is 1. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So my result is 0, 1, 1, 0. Whereas there is no like sign flag is same as the MSB of the result. It is non-zero result, so my flag 0 flag is resetted. No borrow is generated, so carry flag is also remain 0. And this is how we have generated a result and the status of the flag register. So with the help of such simulation, you can select any value for A and B. You can select any one mode and you can perform the different operation, and you can manually check the operation with the generated result and the flag result. Thank you for watching.